All right, guys. Next topic for this series that we're looking to go into is candlestick patterns and lower time frame breaker structure. So, lower time frame breaker structure is basically market structure again, but this is where we're going to be getting our entries from together with our candlestick pattern. So, what is candlestick patterns? So, I have a little cheat sheet here for you guys. So looking at this, we have different candlestick patterns. One candle, two candle, three candle, etc. So, like there's the hammer, we have the wick to the bottom, the inverted hammer with the wicks to the top, the dragonfly doji, the bullish spinning top, the bearish spinning top, the gravestone doji, the shooting star, the hanging man. Then we have bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing. All these other nice stuff here. Then we have morning star, then we have evening star, evening doji, morning star. So which ones do I pay attention to? Well, I'd like to keep it simple, right? I like the ones with the wicks, so like the hammers and the inverted hammers, because that shows the rejection that price wants to reverse, right? That could also be the dragonfly doji, gravestone doji. It's kind of like the same thing as the hammer, just with less body. I like the spinning tops as well, because that shows volume is stopping, changing around. Also like the shooting stars as well, because again, exhaustion, it shows exhaustion areas. So anything with the wicks that's showing me exhaustion, that's the candles that I like. To enter, I also like bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, because that shows momentum shift. I like morning stars and evening stars a lot. I love this, right? Because this is a kind of combination of them all. So that's the candlestick patterns that I more or less pay attention to. So how to apply this on the chart? Well, applying it on the chart is easy, right? For example, this particular area here where we had the high and the higher low, and this was the retracement area where the support and resistance was. How would we know that this is a good trade to take from here? Well, if you zoom in and you pay very close attention to what the candles are telling you at this particular point, let's take a look at this candlestick pattern here, right? Morning star, bearish. Then we have this hammer here, and then we have this engulfing candle that created the morning star. And then we have more hammers and spinning tops and all these kind of things where the wicks is to the bottom showing exhaustion, where price continue to give us that bearish push. So this is a perfect example of candlestick pattern in the retracement where the fibs would have lined up on the support and resistance as well. So going into lower time frame breaker structure, you would see that drop to the 5 minutes. We use it. So using the 15 minutes here, well, you guys know this area that we highlighted was the morning star on the H4 time frame. So this made up the morning star. So what I mean by lower time frame breaker structure is, do you guys see on the 15-minute where price was making lower lows and lower highs? There was a shift in momentum on the smaller time frames. After the market made this lower high and this lower low, this was a breaker structure here, breaking this low, then testing it back, bringing a high, higher low, and from here is where you start to look for your entries to go higher. So the market was going down, and if you just want to use this tool here, which is the trend line, just to draw this down to help guide you. Market was going down, and on the smaller time frame, you got that shift where then confirm that now it's time for it to start to go up. So this is what I mean by lower time frame breaker structure. If you're looking for buys and the price action is pointing sells, you wait for that turnaround to be telling you now it's time to buy. your stop loss would be below where the turnaround happened. You give the market that space to breathe. So you enter from here, your stop loss will be below the low, ideally, right? You want to make to get your stop losses smaller, and we instead of going all the way below here, you could have put it below the key level, seeing that the key level is something that I tell you guys pay attention to, taking your stop loss a bit smaller, but ideally you want to put it below the market structure, the low that you are anticipating, right? To give the trade enough room to breathe. So this is basically lower time frame, breakup structure, and candlestick pattern. That was a perfect example of how to use it together. So that's the lower time frame and candlestick pattern series, and moving on.